In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to create a sculpture using found objects. This is a great way to explore sustainability in your artwork, and working with non-traditional materials can create a fun challenge. First, you're going to want to consider the concept behind the artwork you're trying to make. You may want to create something abstract and just make it up as you go along, or something more representational with parameters that will guide your selection of materials more specifically. The next thing you're going to do is gather your objects. Since you're going to be creating art out of materials you have found, this can be from cleaning up trash, or you may use personal objects of significance that you already have. Remember to use personal protective equipment whenever you're picking up trash and follow general safety guidelines. And pay attention to the colors, shapes, textures, and properties of the materials you find while keeping your conceptual framework in mind. The next step is to check your objects for damage or fragility and make sure that they're clean before you start working with them. Do a little research to make sure you understand what the best cleaning method is for the kind of material you're trying to clean. Before you begin putting your sculpture together, you're going to want to take some time to plan it out. Consider the weight, balance, structure, and composition of the work that you're going to be creating. Do you want it to take a certain shape or form? Do you have a key object that you want to emphasize? What will you be using to hold the objects together? And how will your work eventually be displayed? Will it be balanced and be able to stand on its own, or will it be hung from a wall or ceiling? Next, prepare your workspace, gather any materials or tools you might need, and ensure you have a well-ventilated space to create in with any recommended safety equipment necessary to protect yourself while you work, such as eye or ear protection, a mask, or gloves. When it comes to assembling your found object sculpture, there are a variety of ways that you can go about it. From more advanced methods like welding or soldering to simple methods like using wire or string to hold objects together. You may want to use adhesives like hot glue or mechanical methods like screws or nails to hold your objects together in the shape that you desire. Consider what materials your objects are made of when planning what method of assemblage to use to determine what will work best for you. You may want to use the temporary method to hold objects in place while you're assembling your sculpture before securing everything in place permanently. Make sure you step back from time to time to evaluate your work from different angles. As you finish assembling your work, check your sculpture for stability and ensure that all the pieces are secure as you add the finishing touches. You may want to adjust the shape, form, or color of your sculpture after you've assembled all your objects. Some examples of this are cutting your objects into a specific overall shape, sanding down rough edges, removing any excess material or debris from the sculpture, and using paint or other finishes to color, enhance, or protect your work. When you're finished, all that's left to do is display and admire your artwork.